What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com coming to you for Tuesday, July the 30th. Hope everyone had a good Monday, good start to the week, back to work, whatever it is you're doing. And let's get on a recap and a free play. Getting kind of windy out here, but the breeze does feel nice. So, cheers to another morning to everybody. Hope it's a great day. And yesterday was a weird day in baseball. There was a lot of, I don't even know if I would call them questionable decisions because, I think they were planned before the game. Some very odd bullpen decisions, in my opinion. That was one of those things that, the bullpen's a finicky thing. Whoever's going to be your middle reliever, your reliever, stuff like that. I mean, obviously that's stuff that they have in place before the game when they set the lineups as to what they're thinking about doing. Obviously that's subject to change at any time, but Detroit being able to beat LA Angels 7-2, that one was surprising. Although, what do I preach? The easiest way to win a ball game is to commit errors, and there were 2 errors committed by the Angels, none committed by the Detroit Tigers. So we don't lose free plays often. Take a lot of pride in what I do as far as free plays go, because I know I have a lot of people that that don't buy from me, that just watch the free plays, and that's fine. The free plays is showing them what we're made of in hopes of turning them into a long-term customer and providing them more value with the premium and top selection plays. So, but we know that there's people out there. It doesn't matter what service you're with or what service you follow. There are people that just are here for the free plays, and that's okay. So I take a lot of pride in making sure that at least 90% of the time, I'm giving away a pick that's on my card. If I'm not giving away a pick that's on my card, it's something that just barely made the cut. So it's, higher rated than probably a lot of people's premium style selections. And, it just didn't make the cut. And it also depends on the volume of games that we have for that day. So apologize for the free play loss. That was a premium play. And, it was a doozy. It was I don't even want to say it was an interesting game to watch because there was just so many things that went on the defensive end from a managerial standpoint and even a pitching standpoint that, I don't know, raised some concern for me. I'm like, are you guys doing this to test waters here? Because this isn't the team you want to test the waters against. Not Detroit. Not when you're fighting tooth and nail trying your damnedest to get into a wild card spot. And you're now coming out, you just barely avoided a sweep against the Baltimore Orioles, and now you're playing a team that's even worse. This should have been the easiest 7-8 games of your season. But, hey, to each their own, I guess. We did have a top play yesterday on the San Diego Padres. We released that one late. We were waiting for that line to come out, since first thing that morning. And finally, around 3 o'clock, line popped up in about 4 different books. And then I was on 5 dimes at the time, and it came out, and they were laying like $1.95, and it was like minus 130, 135 on the run line. So I immediately bet it because I knew that it was going to go up. And when I sent my email out to everybody, I was like, this is a legitimate line. Bet it right now. It is going to go up. And sure enough, it did. You would have been laying somewhere around $1.60 on the run line if you would have waited until game time to do so. So congratulations on another top play winner. It was pretty easy from start to finish. They blew them out pretty good, and so that one was a great game, 8-1. Another top play winner. We're 24-4 our last 28 top plays. So top plays, the best out there right now, bar none. But the premium plays yesterday did struggle. We had the LA Angels, that didn't come through. We had the Dodgers on a low money line, and God, I was sitting there telling myself, I was trying to talk myself out of that game yesterday, going, the line's dropping, this doesn't make sense. But I have to go off of my knowledge of the game, and I have to go off the numbers. I can't just look at a line and go, well, okay, the line doesn't make sense, or okay, money's coming in this way. I've got to look at the teams. And there was nothing saying yesterday that Colorado was going to walk away with that game. especially after the Dodgers coming off of a pretty bad beat against the Nationals. So I had to roll with the way I do things, following the numbers and following what I know about the sport and my knowledge of the teams, because I don't want to change the way I do things just to follow a line, because if I did that, I wouldn't be as successful as I was. I stayed true to the system. So, but it bit us in the ass yesterday. The Dodgers got rocked. So that one right there, we dropped our first under play in a while, because we had under on Arizona, Miami, and that one right there, errors committed, runs scored. There were innings that you could see why I would have taken the under. And then, of course, there was innings where it was just a free-for-all on both sides. So even with the top play win yesterday, even though we bet that for a higher margin than our premiums, we flat bet all the premiums, we would have still lost a little bit, plus a little bit of juice yesterday. But it's okay. Hey, no excuses. I'm not even upset about it. I mean, I hate losing. I hate it when my clients lose, but we're winning at such a high rate right now. Losing days are going to happen. And that type of losing day, I can live with. We didn't get swept. We didn't drop the top play. So what could have been, a pretty big losing day as far as money, the top play bailed us out and got most of it back. But we did lose a little bit. Drop a couple of units and some juice, and we'll get right back after it on Tuesday, get all that back, and plus some. But, last week was at such a high rate that I was getting emails last night going, who cares? At least now my bookie isn't going to shut me off for continuing to win. He's like, it's a good thing that every once in a while I lose, so he knows that I'm still human. So, but anyway, we don't hide from it. A loss is a loss is a loss. We'll move on and we'll get right back at it. So, speaking of one of the teams that we took a loss with yesterday was LA. I'm going to go back with LA today because we're getting them at a low number again, which can be scary, I know. Line opened up at minus 150. Urias and Freeland, both lefties going up. And that could be subject to change with Freeland, but I do know that they'll be having warm-ups around 1 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then they'll be having an early BP. So this is a premium play. If something were to happen, I'd let you know, but we're going to mark our pitchers on this one. We're going to mark Urias and we're going to mark Freeland, two lefties. The line's sitting at minus 145 right now. It's dropped just a little bit. But to be honest with you, and the thing is, I mean, we're going against a lefty that's not necessarily backable per the Dodger standard, but I think that LA is going to come in and not only be focused to get back on track, because they were walking away with the National League in such a dominant fashion. They don't want to sit here and come towards the end of the season and wonder who they're going to let in to make it competitive. They want to have the easiest ride in the postseason they can. And winning the NL West, having the best record in the National League, getting a home field advantage, that's the way to start to guarantee yourself a spot in the NLCS. And hopefully for them, going to the World Series yet again. So I'm going to back them. I think they're going to get back on track. And I think that even though their bats, who have been by far the hottest in baseball season long, the past 3 or 4 games, they just haven't been there. They really haven't. We've made some money off of them a couple of games ago. We've backed the Dodgers heavily this year, and we've made a lot of money off of them. But I think they're going to pick Freeland apart, and I do think that it's going to come with a little bit of, I don't want to say a chip on their shoulder, because it's not like they're doing bad. I just think this is the game where they get back focused, and that could spell bad news for a lefty that they've not only been known to pick apart, they know they can pick apart. I think they're going to go out there and do it with a little bit of aggression. So being the fact that we can get it at $1.45, that's getting up there, a little bit chalky. We don't like to go above $1.50. And even right at $1.50, I would take it. But being that we can get it right now at $1.45, love it. Premium play all day long. Mark your starting pitchers, Urias and Freeland. That way, if Freeland were not to start and they were to put a spot starter in and maybe save him for a later game, then it's a no bet. But I truly believe that both of these starters will go. This game goes at 8:40 Eastern time. We're taking LA, big premium play on the money line, minus $1.45. I love all you guys. If you have any questions, Chase at chasewins.com. We're doing a new client special today. This is for new clients only. We've done it before for all clients, where you buy 3 days or 7 days, you get an extra day for free. So $50 is 3 days, we'll give you the 4th for free. $99, 7 days, we'll give you the 8th for free. If you have never been with me before, or I say never been with me before, never signed up at chasewins.com, never bought a package, right now you can buy today, and it is valid until 6 p.m. Eastern time. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. 6 p.m. Eastern time. At 6:01 you buy, you do not get the extra day, no questions asked. I'm not making any exceptions. So you have till 6 p.m. Eastern time if you are a new customer to jump on, and you will get an extra day for free. That way you get a chance to check us out. We're already extremely affordable, but we throw you an extra day just as an incentive to come on over and let me show you what we're all about, and what myself and all of my clients are doing day in and day out, making money hand over fist. So there you go. That's your promo for the day. I'm going to get out of here, get these plays done, because it is right now about 11 o'clock, and we're going to have a big day. We've got one early game today going at 3:40. Everything else is later in the evening, so I like that. But that's our free play. LA Dodgers minus 145. Go get it, guys. I'll see you back tomorrow. See ya.